Okay, gang, welcome back. We are, as you hope you understand, working on a headline version of the Universal Performance Principles. We worked on the first one already, awareness, and as I teed up at the end of that one, the second principle is choice. And the basic axiom is, you always have a choice, period. I always have a choice. When I say that, some people go, well, wait a minute. What don't I have? There's some things that I don't have a choice about paying my taxes. And the big one, of course, is I don't have a choice about death. And I would say, yeah, you do, actually. Now, let's caveat that with, you always have a choice doesn't mean you always have choices that you like. Those are two different things. So I don't have a choice about paying my taxes. Sure you do. You can not pay your taxes. You make that choice. The result of that choice is eventually the IRS will come for you and they'll confiscate stuff, and depending on how big the bill is, they could even put you in jail. So the thing about choices is, with every choice I make, it produces a result. The results have typically been called consequences, and that has a negative connotation that we want to step away from. Every choice produces a result. Now, let's think about it this way. Simple analogy. So, or out in the farm country, wonderful, nice field. There's some cattle grazing, grass is green, the sun's out. It's nice. We're just walking through this meadow. It's really beautiful, and all of a sudden, I've stepped in a meadow muffin. Now, for those of you who don't have farm walking experience, that's code for cow poop. Okay, so now I'm standing in cow poop. Don't necessarily like that. Now I can sit here and make myself wrong. Why aren't you paying more attention? How could you possibly be that dumb? Oh my God, look at you. Now you messed up your shoes, yada, 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 and your mind will just go to town on you, and you make yourself wrong, you beat yourself up, and while you're doing all that, you're still stuck in the poop. All right, so you spend a lot of time making yourself wrong, berating yourself, but you haven't changed the outcome one little bit. Now, in this case, it's pretty simple to change the outcome. Step out of it, shake it off, so to speak, and walk in a different place or make another choice. That sounds so simple, and yet we don't do that. Instead, we make ourselves wrong, and then what we're blind to is this. You have been so bombarded over your life with, oh, that was wrong, that was a bad choice, how could you be so dumb, blah, 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 that by the time you get to be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, what was once this great, expansive human bundle of potential has become this shriveled up little kernel that's now kind of timid and reluctant to make any big choice. That's not the way to live. So when you make a choice and it doesn't produce the results you want, that's what happened. You didn't get the results you want. It's not bad, and similarly, it's not necessarily good. It's just you did not produce the results you want. Don't waste time on the good and bad. Did it produce the result that you wanted? If it did, great. If it didn't, make another choice. Just stay in motion, moving towards your goal. Nobody ever has the express way to success. Doesn't happen that way. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make things that didn't work out. You're going to do however you want to put it. But if you try and make yourself wrong about every one of those, you're going to get paralyzed really, really quickly. So the motto is real simple. Choose often and choose up. Every time you're ready to make a choice, wake up, be aware of what you're doing, and choose whatever the best option is. People often say, oh, well, I don't have any choice. Yes, you do. You always have a choice. It does not matter what the circumstance is. You always have a choice. All right. Again, you may not have choices that you like. I didn't say that, but you always have a choice, no matter what the circumstance is. No matter what the circumstance is, you always have a choice. Now, what we tend to do is we wait too long. What started off as a whole universe of choice over time gets more narrow as time and circumstance close in on you. And then one day you wake up and go, oh my God, I have to make a choice, and there's only 3 choices and I don't like any of them. Well, that's on you. You weren't awake. You didn't pay attention. You had the choice. You chose not to choose. And what you've got to realize is life isn't going to wait for you. So choose often, choose up, don't spend time making yourself wrong, and then watch what happens.